Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today we're looking at this Soldier Force military robot playset. Today is something bouncing into my screen. Today is Sunday, the 10th of September 2023. Now this is being released under the Soldier Force banner, also their new banner. What's it, Acid versus Beta or something like that? I can't quite remember. But it does look really good, some of the stuff they got there. It's for 3 years plus, so I just about qualified to be able to play this. And it says on the side it was $15, but I paid like 11 UK pounds when converted from China money, paid 99 RMB, which is around about 10, 11 pounds. So it does look pretty cool, but I have spotted something I don't like already, but I'll have a look at that when I unbox it in a moment. So we can see that has a cockpit that opens, so it's a mech, not a robot. But it should be a mech, unless it's a robot with a seat for a passenger. Got sounds action, light and sounds action. So some soldiers in the back. Shows it here, and you can see what I don't like. It's hollow inside the arms here, which is like, really, why would you do that? Also, the knees aren't jointed, but there is some movement as it appears in the bicep, and it comes with their sort of standard sprue of weapons, which are way too big for the figure, more suited to a 1/12 scale normally. Okay, let me open this up and set them up. Like sort of content, want to see everything as soon as uploaded, then please consider joining the Patreon. Free for 7 days. You can cancel any time in those same 7 days, and you'll not be charged a cent. So it is worth checking out. Link in the top right of your screen now. Okay, I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. So here it is, unleashed from its cardboard and plastic attachments. It does look pretty nice, just the hollow arms, the hollow legs, the hollow gun, and the hollow sort of saw that we'll look at in a moment really sort of make me disappointed, because it is a nice looking sort of mech. So accessories, so this is like the main gun, that's 1/12 scale. There's no way that's going to fit your 118 unless they're sort of massive. That's just huge. To give you an idea, I've got a 1/12 scale figure here. Now his hands aren't made for gripping, he's got open hands. But if he were to hold that, look at that. That would be ideal for your 1/12 scale figures. So that's pretty cool for 1/12 scale. Comes with his other big pistol, again, which is much better for 1/12 scale. You can see, works well there. Then the last 3 should work at your 118 scale. So you've got a smaller pistol here, which is not bad. We've got a much smaller one again, which looks really quite good, to be fair. Can we focus on it? Yes, we just about can. And then we get the little mobile, old style sort of Motorola mobile phone, which works with your 118, and it could be a bit small for your 112, but who knows. Then the figure, it's not bad sculpting, these paint apps obviously. Articulation is going to suck though, but let's have a look at that. Can look right and left just about. Arms go all the way around, there's no lateral raise. Does have a bicep bend about 90 degrees. His wrists do turn. So if you want, you could have them in a classic gear and beer bows, or gears and beers. Waist is nothing. Hips are only forwards and slightly backwards. And the knees bend, but again, there's nothing in the ankles. But, you know, it's not a bad looking figure, not one that I shall be keeping or doing anything with, I don't think. And his legs are a little bit bent too. Interestingly, he has his foot pointing outwards on this leg here. Then we come to the mech itself. I think it looks great. Paint's gonna look great, but I just can't get over why would they leave the insides hollow. Look, hollow on the saw, hollow on the arm, hollow on the gun, hollow on the arm, hollow on the legs, and feet not so much. Back is a bit plain, hollow this and this. You got that part there, the battery compartment for the sounds, which you'll listen to in a second. But it's not that bad looking. I just wish they'd done more with it there. I mean, I'll be tempted to take off the... They just pop off with screws. It might just be a pop-off arm. I don't want to force it. I'll be tempted to just fill that with card or something, then paint over it. Shoulder doesn't really matter so much because you can't really see that so clearly. The other ones, especially the gun, you know, you want to do that. And the legs you want to do, maybe not the hips. Back is a bit plain. At least this is patterned, but you could do something on that if you wanted to. Then we have the features. Obviously the arms rotate not quite all the way around because of this part there. There's nothing else that moves in that. This one should go all the way around. And on this one the actual saw moves, not the arm. Legs, there's no outwards on the arms. Legs are forwards and backwards. So you can do a nice little run. Nothing on the ankles, which is a shame. That would have been good. Cockpit opens, but it's quite plain inside. Not much really to see, but it is spacious. So this guy should fit nicely. Your other 180 scale figures should fit quite nicely too. And that seat is kind of large. Look at that, man. Let's get his legs a bit straight so he sits down flatter. So he is in there, not particularly well, I hasten to add. It appears that the footwell is not that deep. There's a little thing in there which is kind of hindering him going in. We can sit in it quite well. So that's pretty cool. If I quick look at my 112 scale figure, his legs can be way too long for this, which is a kind of a shame. But if his legs could fit, he wouldn't be that far off from fitting in. You know, this is alright. If I grab a Fortnite figure, use my custom aim figure, because they got really good hip articulation. His feet should go either side of that impediment. That's in there. Let's have a look if he will do that. Just a little holster I put his leg is getting in the way, but he would sit flat. Let's try a different one, slightly better. So anything on the thighs, because there's these little bars, you can just about see here and here, will make it difficult for them to sit down. So this guy, there we go, sits very, very nicely indeed. I quite like the guns on the arms. A bit strange place to have these little guns, but it does look pretty cool. And then the feature is you've got a button here. Just 2 sounds. Simple toy. Is it worth 15 bucks? Yeah, clearance would be better. Is it worth the sort of £11 I paid? If you paint it up though, I think it look really great, especially if you could fill in those all those holes on the sides and the legs, the hollow parts. It look fantastic. But it is a nice figure. In terms of size, let's get my figure here as well. Also get my Fortnite figure, because I get an idea of scale with modern 118 scale figures. Get him standing up nicely first of all. There we go. Okay, let's get an idea of its measurements. So the figure itself is around about 11 cm. The mech to the top of the highest point is around about 26 cm maybe. And the width, if I go the widest width, we're looking at about 24, 23 cm maybe. So it's not a bad skill. It's not a bad looking thing. In fact, you paint it up, I think it looked pretty damn good. It's just those hollows are really sort of annoying me. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you like this sort of thing, again, consider joining the Patreon and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.